Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this was my angel look that I created a few weeks ago now. Everyone was pretty stoked with how this turned out, but none were more stoked than me because check out my tits! They totally don't look like that under the tape. Like, I mean, there was serious reconstruction work going on. I used about a roll of medical tape on each boob just to make them look a little bit perkier. Because, yeah, they're just empty skin sacs. Thanks, George. So I started off by gluing my brows down. Now I'm going in with a Mehron cream blend stick. This is just in white. And I'm applying that with a small, overpriced Napoleon Purtis foundation brush. I then took that down my neck and all the way onto my body. So this is the first time I've done a look like this, so I wasn't going to trust those pasty things because seriously, like, my boobs wouldn't even be in the camera right now, they'd be sitting on my lap. So I thought the tape was the best way to go. I did risk maybe pulling a nipple off, but that's okay, like, I've got lash glue, I can just stick that back on. I then set my face with good old baby powder. We're working on a budget today, crew. And then I took Makeup Geek Bedrock. This is like a light greyish brown tone. I'm just taking a smaller fluffy brush, something that I can get a nice amount of detail in with. And I'm just contouring my brows and my nose. So this angel had no eyebrows. I then contoured my cheekbones and made myself look quite skinny, giving it a gaunt appearance. This isn't like a beauty contour. And then I contoured my jawline really, with a larger fluffy brush, as well as my temples and my forehead. That shit need to be contoured ASAP. I then created more of like a cut crease. Because I have hooded eyes, I had to raise that crease quite a bit. Going in with Bedrock first, and then I go ahead and intensify that and the nose contour with a little bit of black eyeshadow. I then intensified the tops of my cheek contour only with a little bit of black eyeshadow, and then I dragged that down a little bit with my finger. So they blend out pretty cool with your finger too. I then defined my lips and made them look huge with the Bedrock shadow once again. So basically I'm just outlining the outside of them with the Bedrock shadow, and I'm blending that outwards instead of inwards. I then defined my outer corners with the black shadow and gave that line in the bottom lip to make them look swollen and Angelina Jolie-esque. I then gave myself a nice wing with the NYX Cosmetics Vinyl Liquid Liner. It's my favourite so far, actually. The gel liners have been pretty shit house lately, so this is my go-to on myself. And I wanted to keep the eyes quite simple. Didn't want to go in with any colours. Like, this bitch is supposed to look, well, dead, I guess. Dead angel. Took a bit of black shadow into that wing too and just smoothed that through. I'm using a gel liner on my waterline because I'd probably die if I used a liquid liner. And then I take some black eyeshadow and I smoke out the bottom lash line as well to make it look softer. Now these are lashes from Living the Gleam. Check out my display. Ugh, what a disgrace. So I chuck them on with a bit of lash glue, and I also put some lashes onto my bottom lash line as well. I wanted the eyes to look kind of big and fluffy, and I'm actually digging this look. Like, I totally wear this out. I applied some lash glue into my inner corners, just below your inner corners actually, and then I applied some Diamantes. and just under my bottom lip. Thought that looked pretty cute. And then the lace detail work. So just grab a reference picture for any kind of lace. This is me kind of searching for one that I've done previously. I'm just taking a white water activated paint on a thin detail brush, and I'm just going for gold. Yeah, so I understand that I'm not completely in frame at the moment. I just get so caught up in my work and I don't check the fucking monitor. Try to do the same on the other side. These were not the same. They didn't even look alike, but that's okay. It still sold the illusion. Get ready for the worst bit. So I did do my lips. I did like a cute little lace pattern on them, and you can't even see it, but there we go. There we go. That's the lips done. I then moved on to my extremely large forehead because I have a huge canvas for some lace up here. And I'm just kind of winging the design. Just chucking it on there. It doesn't really matter as long as it looks like pretty and detailed. And I'm also not really in frame for a lot of this work too. Sorry guys. If you want to see an in-depth detail on some lace, let me know in the comments below. I then chucked a big ass diamante right into the center of my forehead. These are also from Living the Gleam. And I did some feather work down my neck. So this is just the bedrock eyeshadow. Again, I'm just sketching out that feather design. I panicked a little bit because they started looking like leaves, so I was just hoping to God that the detail work was going to pull that through. And then I took some black shadow where the got 'em leaves! Where the feathers would be overlapping one another. Just a little bit of black shadow. Now I'm going in with some white water activated paint on that same detail brush that I used for the lace, and I'm just chucking on some little fluffy bits to make them look a little bit more dimensional. Right, now to bling up my tits. So I'm just taking these jewel pieces from Living the Gleam, and I've used these probably 3 times before. You guys probably recognise them from previous looks, so I had to apply them with prosaid. That stuck it down pretty well. One in the middle of my chest. Beautiful. And then I just went crazy with the jewels that I had. So there are really no rules to this. I just wanted to cover as much boobie with as much jewels as possible. So I'm just kind of randomly sticking them in places. I'm going from side to side so it looks somewhat even, but like guys, it doesn't really matter as long as you bling them up. I then applied some liquid latex and applying some chunky glitter from them also. And then this was cool as like a little space filler, so wherever I didn't have a jewel I just kind of added some glitter to make it nice and blingy and cohesive. I applied some white eye contacts from Coloured Contacts UK, and that's it. So it didn't actually take me that long. The longest part of it was taping my tits because they are so buggered, like seriously guys. Yeah, the lace work didn't take long at all, but it looks like it took long, and that's the illusion that I tried to sell. I wanted to look like, yeah, I busted my absolute balls doing it, but anyone can do this. And yeah, so this is my first titty look. Hope you guys like it, hope you weren't as offended, and I hope you don't mind the swearing and the filthy language. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next tutorial. Okay, see you guys.